When was the last time you thought about the connection between the words you speak and the air you breathe? Several months ago, as I was teaching how to practice English more effectively in a small classroom in Kampung English Pare, East Java, I noticed something fascinating. My students were eager to learn how to say deforestation and carbon footprint in English even before they fully understood what those words meant in Indonesian. And that moment made me think, what if learning a language could also mean learning to care for our planet? So today, I'm going to talk about learning English for the planet, how artificial intelligence or AI can teach language and save our future. In the 21st century, education faces two massive challenges. First, the growing environmental crisis from plastic waste to climate change. And second, the unstoppable rise of artificial intelligence. Most people see this as separate issues, but in my research at Alivia Institute, I wanted to see if AI could become a bridge, helping students learn English more effectively while also raising their environmental awareness. So, my colleagues from Ansar University East Java and Alivia Institute and I conducted a qualitative case study with a group of young learners. We used AI tools like chatbots and text generators, not just to correct grammar, but to explore global issues such as climate change, plastic pollution, and renewable energy. The results were remarkable. Students didn't just learn new words, they learned why those words matter. Before the program, most of them didn't know the term deforestation. They would just say cutting trees. But after several weeks, one of my students said, our carbon footprint is big because we use motorbikes every day. If we use bicycles, maybe we can make it smaller. That's not just correct English. That's critical thinking, empathy, and awareness coming together. Another powerful thing happened. Students began to speak more confidently, not because their grammar was perfect, but because AI gave them a safe space to practice. One student told me, when I speak with the AI, I don't feel shy. The device doesn't laugh at me. And that sentence changed how I see education. Confidence grows not from perfection, but from acceptance. And AI surprisingly provided that. Through these interactions, my students learned that making mistakes is part of the journey and that speaking English can also mean speaking for the planet. But of course, it's not all easy. Some students struggled because AI generated responses were too advanced. Others faced poor internet access or became over reliant on technology. And yet, these challenges taught me something important. AI is not the teacher, it's the partner. As educators, we must remain the human bridge, guiding students not only to use technology, but to question it, to reflect on it, and to humanize it. When we integrate AI thoughtfully, we are not just teaching English, we are cultivating a mindset, one that combines digital intelligence with ecological responsibility. So, what does all this mean for us? As teachers, students, or global citizens, it means that education must evolve from simply teaching how to communicate to teaching why our communication matters. Language gives us the power to tell stories, to connect across cultures, and now to speak for the planet that sustains us. AI can help us do that if we use it with empathy, creativity, and ethics. Because the real question is not, will AI replace teachers? The real question is, will we as teachers and learners use AI to build a more sustainable world? At Alivia Institute and through my Think Bahasa, I've seen how possible this is, how technology, language, and environmental care can unite in one classroom, in one conversation, and maybe one day in one global movement of learning for the planet. Thank you.